Hello, I'm Noemi Grace, and I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. I'll be sharing divine messages that I've received about the power of unconditional self-love. These words have been just so amazing and life-changing for me, and I've recorded them, and I really am just desirous to share them with whomever's willing and open to receive them. So the divine has been talking to me, and I've been able to hear, and I'm so blessed, about the power of divine love experienced as self-love. You see, the divine wants us to love ourselves unconditionally. The whole idea that God wants us to love ourselves is something I had never considered until I started receiving beautiful words about divine love as self-love. And this journey started back in 2012. I was on my elliptical in my living room. I was listening to an affirmation CD, and partway through the CD, it just completely stopped. And then at the same volume of what I was hearing on the CD, I heard the following words, which have been just unbelievably life-changing for me. And they are, love is the fabric of freedom. Love is the fabric of freedom. Forgiveness paves the way to freedom. You will know when you are free, when there's nothing left to forgive, because you see through the eyes of love. And that, seeing through the eyes of love, being able to love yourself into freedom and to forgive into freedom. Those words, they struck a chord in me. They stopped me in my tracks on the elliptical, and I just had never heard anything like that. And I knew that my mind, which was often filled with judgment, wasn't not capable of creating those magnificent words. And it was a few years later that I learned that these words were directly from the divine, which was not something I ever expected that I'd be able to do or receive. And I'm so blessed, and I want to share with you all of this wonderfulness that I've received. And one thing that you can read about on my website, noemigrace.com, is how all of this started, which is on September 11th, 2001, I was stuck in a train station near Boston, and I felt so fearful, and I saw so much fear on people's faces, and I started to pray like a mantra, use me for the healing of the world. Use me for the healing of the world. Use me. I don't know where those words came from, and I was just offering myself to be of service. And more than a decade passed, and then I heard those words. And this video series that I'm doing, I will be sharing so many wonderful, beautiful words from the divine about divine love as self-love. And after I heard that wondrous message in March of 2012, there was another 3 years of what looked to me like to be silence. And then daily, I began to receive messages that were so amazing. And in my next video, I will talk about 2 powerful questions that can change your perspective on everything and really, therefore, allow you to change your life. And these questions were given by the divine, and I'm just so blessed. And I thank you for listening, and I hope you will come back and really hear the other words from the divine, because they are so uplifting, and there is no judgment in them at all. It is all love and beauty and grace. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back soon in another video to share those 2 powerful questions that we can use to transform our lives. So once again, the miraculous words from the divine. Love is the fabric of freedom. Forgiveness paves the way to freedom. You will know when you're free, when there's nothing left to forgive because you see through the eyes of love. Seeing from love, what a miraculous thing. Thank you so much, and blessings to you and grace. Namaste.